Welcome to the Emergency Council meeting dated Monday, April 5th, 2024 at 12:34 p.m. Electronic participation only. We acknowledge that the town of Kirkland Lake is located on the traditional territory of Algonquin peoples, including Beaver House First Nation, and unceded territory of other Indigenous people. We recognize the presence of the Algonquin, Anishinaabe, Ojibwe, Cree, and Métis people in our community since time immemorial and honor their stewardship and care of these lands. We hereby affirm our continued commitment and responsibility to reconciliation. Call to order and a moment of silence. Item number 2, approval of the agenda.
Moved by Councillor Casey Owens, seconded by Councillor Lad Saba. Be it resolved that the agenda for the emergency meeting of council held on Monday, April 15th, 2024 be approved as circulated. And finally, that procedure be lifted to waive notice in accordance with section 13 of procedure bylaw 1575 as amended for the purpose of formally appointing the town's integrity commissioner to receive information on the proposed intake of flooding waste at the Kirkland Lake landfill and to undertake a decision on a proposed tipping fee waiver for property owners and residents impacted by the emergency flooding event that took place in the town of Kirkland Lake on Friday, April 12th, 2024.
All in favor? Opposed? None noted. Item carried unanimous by those present. Item number 3, declaration of pecuniary interest. None noted. Item number 4, petitions and delegations. There are none. Item number 5, acceptance of minutes and recommendation. There are none this afternoon. Item number 6, 6.1, proposed landfill intake process and tipping fee waiver, emergency flooding event. Alan Smith, CAO.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, to members of council. Under the tipping fee reduction policy, CAO has the authority to reduce and waive tipping fees. However, that is for non-hazardous waste only. The waste resulting from the flooding event is a mixture of non-hazardous and hazardous waste, given the sanitary system surcharging due to the overflowing of Bordeaux Creek. Therefore, in order to assist residents with their waste removal, the recommendation is for council to waive the tipping fees for impacted residents and tenants within jurisdiction of Kirkland Lake. Now, these expenses are eligible for reimbursement under the Municipal Disaster Recovery Assistance Program of the Ministry of Municipal Affairs and Housing. However, this would only occur if the ministry deems our flooding event as an emergency, as there are a number of criteria that the town must meet. And we are currently working with the ministry to determine if we are eligible for that program. Now, I'm just going to ask the Director of Public Works, Stefan Fortain, to speak to the process the individuals arriving at a landfill will need to follow to ensure that these individuals are within our jurisdiction. Stefan?
Yes, good afternoon. Through you, Mayor, through to everyone. The process at the landfill will be very similar to any other day. You meet with the landfill attendants and you let them know that you're there to dispose of material that were from the flood damage. We will ask for ID, we will record your address and name, and the fees will be waived for these people. There's no other process involved. We're simply going to keep a tally of the quantities and names and addresses of everyone who claimed to be there for the flood damage.
Thank you, sir. Any questions or comments from council members? Councillor Shaba.
Thank you, through you, Madam Mayor. How many trips can people make to the landfill site? Is there as many as they can?
Yes, it would be hard to limit the quantities because one house may not be the same as another. we're not going to be able to limit.
So everyone, each trip, they have to show the identification and all of that as they come through, or once is good enough?
No, they will have to show ID every time.
Thank you.
Counselor Owens?
So the houses that can go bring garbage or material from impacted flooding doesn't limit itself to what was declared in a state of emergency, right? Because there's houses outside of that area that got impacted as well.
You're absolutely correct. It will not be limited to those who are immediately adjacent to Murdoch or Red Creek, because we've seen the sanitary backup as far as the federal area. Therefore, it's absolutely understandable that others will be coming to help, ask for help for these tipping fees. Yes.
Okay, and then this can start, I'm assuming as soon as this meeting is done, residents can start going to the dump and disposing of the material?
Yes, if it's the will of council that they wish to waive the tipping fees, we'll simply continue the same process as we started this morning. The only difference is that this morning we were simply sorting the material, putting it aside in a separate pile. There's only a few residents that came by and they paid the tipping fees. But now we have confirmation from the MECP that there's no special handling of this material. It can be placed directly into the landfill. Therefore, our sorting methods will be canceled going forward this afternoon. There's no reason to separate the material.
Thank you.
Thank you for that clarification. Anything further from members of council? Nothing noted. Madam Clerk?
Yes, Madam Mayor, the CAO would like to speak prior to the reading of the motion.
Okay, I do apologize. I can't see you. Go ahead, Alan.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I just want to follow up with a question regarding notification. We will be, of course, putting out information on our social media. So we will be promoting the waiving of the fees if council deems the recent recommendation. Thank you.
Okay, moved by Councillor Lad Chaba, seconded by Councillor Casey Owens. Be it resolved that the Kirkland Lake landfill tipping fees for hazardous waste stemming from the flooding event commencing on Friday, April 12th, 2024, be waived for impacted residents and tenants within the jurisdiction of the town of Kirkland Lake.
All in favor? Opposed? None noted. Item carried unanimous. Item number 7, considerations of motion. There are none. Item number 8, introduction, reading, and consideration of bylaws. Item number 8.1, bylaw number 24-021.
Moved by Councillor Casey Owens, seconded by Councillor Lad Chaba. Be it resolved that the following bylaw be read, numbered, passed, signed by the mayor and municipal clerk, and the seal of the corporation be affixed thereto. Bylaw number 24-21 being a bylaw to authorize the execution of an agreement for integrity commissioner services and to appoint an integrity commissioner for the town of Kirkland Lake.
All in favor? Opposed? None noted. Item carried unanimous. There are nothing to note from items number 9 to 14, so we will proceed with item number 15, confirmation bylaw, 15.1, bylaw number 24-022.
Moved by Councillor Dolly Dyken, seconded by Councillor Casey Owens. Be it resolved that the following bylaw be read, numbered, passed, signed by the mayor, municipal clerk, and the seal of the corporation be affixed thereto. Bylaw number 24-22 being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of council at its emergency meeting held on Monday, April 15th, 2024.
All in favor? Opposed? None noted. Item carried unanimous. Item number 16, adjournment.
Moved by Councillor Dolly Dyken, seconded by Councillor Lad Chaba. Be it resolved that this emergency meeting of council do now adjourn at 12:43 p.m.
All in favor? Opposed? Item carried unanimous. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks. Have a good day.